Hey guys, sometimes success leaves clues, and it's just a matter of looking for them. Hey, welcome to Morning Joe with me, Jim. And so the success I'm looking at is which direction is the housing market going? Now, I've talked about this a lot. I keep a close eye on it, but let's look at what some others are doing who actually have skin in the game. Okay, I think this is very interesting, actually, to if you're kind of nervous, like I've been hearing that the housing market might crash still, and I just don't know. Well, let's look at the one who is kind of putting his money where his mouth is. Well, he didn't even talk that much except at the shareholders meeting, as far as I know, publicly. But Warren Buffett, his company just invested a couple of days ago a bunch of money into 3 home builders, which tells me he thinks home prices are stable or still rising and not going to crash, right? Because why would you buy into home builders if everything's about to crash? You wouldn't. You do the opposite, right? So he bought into Berkshire Hathaway, bought into D.R. Horton, Lennar, and NVR. That must be out west because I don't know them, but must be a fairly big home builder. I'm assuming out west, but maybe it's up north. Who knows? The investments were, comprised, most of it was 353 million. Anyway, I had something interesting here. Oh, all we're doing the second quarter. So I guess he didn't invest on Monday, but it was sometime in the second quarter. It just got reported on Monday. And a down period for remodeling business such as Clayton Homes, Benjamin Moore Paints, etc. So it was down for some remodeling stuff, but Buffett is obviously thinking, well, home prices are going to stabilize or go up, stay stable or go up. And there it is. So they own 5.9, almost 6 million shares of D.R. Horton, worth $726 million. They own 153 shares of Lennar, worth 17.2 million, and 11,000 change, worth 70 million for this NVR, whatever that is, or wherever they are, rather. We know what it is, we just don't know where they are. So why do I say this? Because sometimes, look, it's kind of like when pundits who say, oh, well, there's signs the housing market's going to crash. Well, what are they doing? Are they shorting the stocks of builders? Are they putting money where their mouth is type thing? I would pay attention to the ones who are really in the game and take direction from them, like Warren Buffett buying bunch of these three builder stocks. He thinks home prices are going to stay stable or rise, right? And so do I. Look, it's kind of like this. I hear this from realtors that I work with on a fairly frequent basis. They are helping a first-time home buyer. The realtor knows the market, right? They're going through they locked up a property, really got a great property, and feel like they got a good deal for this first-time home buyer. And then dad comes into town, right? Who bought a home 30 years ago. Yes, he did. And is from the Northeast or wherever. I'm not picking on any place, but isn't from town. And so doesn't know the local real estate market and just starts picking it apart. Well, you're overpaying for this. Well, that's not that. And that's that. And the whole deal blows up and falls apart. It's like, I get it. I'm glad that's there. And they are too. But dad hasn't bought a home in 30 years and he never bought a home in this market or anywhere close to this market. So the expert is right there saying, no, this is actually a really good deal for this market, for this neighborhood. You're getting a good deal because, and I would listen to Warren Buffett the same way right now. Is the housing market stable and going to keep rising? Well, Buffett says it is. And last time I talked to him, actually, I've never talked to him, but nonetheless, you can take clues. I guess that's where I started off. Success leaves clues, right? And so if you want the real direction of housing, I would take it from the people who are actually in it, putting their money where their mouth is and backing it. And I would say yes. He also, I don't know if this matters, but he also sold a bunch of GM stock. So I don't know if I'd back that right now, but I would with housing, and I would confidently go into it. So if I can help you confidently go into the housing market by getting pre-approved, let me know. We'll get started today. See ya. Have a great day.